Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today for Dive into Dover Spark, I have the Dover Spark Mandalas coloring book that I'm going to be coloring in, and I have a surprise. Two of you sent me as Happy Mail the mandala coloring book. Thank you both so very much. You guys know who you are. I mentioned that Deb was sending one, but I'm not sure if the other person would want their name mentioned, so I'm not going to say that name, but thank you very much. It is so much appreciated. They both actually came in on the same day, so that was really awesome, and I don't think these ladies will mind. What I am going to do over in the Facebook group is I am going to have one of these as a giveaway over in the Facebook group. My last giveaway was here on YouTube. This giveaway will be over on the Facebook group. So if you're interested in participating in that, the information on how to get to the group is down in the description of the video. And so this is the book that I've been coloring in the past few days. This is the one I'll color in today. This is the book that has not been colored in, so I'm going to use this for a quick flip through so you guys can see what's inside this mandala book in case you're interested. There's links down below in the description also to Amazon, where this book, as well as other Dover Spark or any of the other Dover books at all, Creative Havens, can all be purchased. So if you just click on those links and follow that, I am an Amazon affiliate, so I'll make a few cents off of any purchase that you make while you're on Amazon through my link, and it does not have to necessarily be what I have linked to. It can be any other purchase while you're on Amazon. Okay, so let's just jump right in, and I'll let you guys see a flip through of this book. It's by Jessica Morin-Kinskis. Oh goodness, can't even try. Not gonna murder it, just not gonna try. But again, this is nice paper. They're single-sided images. They are perforated images. I've had a lot of fun just jumping in and coloring several of these mandalas over just the past couple days, and I like them a lot. They are much more detailed than what I would have expected in, a Dover Spark book, but we've kind of found that out with our Spark books, that even though they are age 6 to 12 or somewhere in there, that they do tend to be a little more detailed than maybe that young of a group would appreciate, which makes them wonderful for adult coloring. And I've seen several of you color in this mandala book. This is what I'm going to do today. I've seen several of you color in the mandala book as well as the other Spark books, and you guys are doing wonderful jobs, and I'm amazed by the participation that we've had with this color along. Thank you all so much for that. I know Lisa's probably just as excited as I am. And here's where you can draw your own mandalas design. And as you guys know, well, some of you may know if you're members also with Jennifer over at Coloring Bliss, she just released a new tool that can be used to draw your own mandalas. So hop over to Coloring Bliss and visit her. You can get that if you wanted some help drawing in a mandala to color yourself. And then again, this is the rear page. You can go to www.doverpublications.com/family-fun, where you can download all kinds of different things, free activities, and also if you just leave off the family fun, doverpublications.com, there's also freebies you can download from a lot of their different coloring books, #not sponsored. I just really like these Dover books, and I think they're a great value. This book retails for $5.99. Sometimes they'll put it on sale. You can get it anywhere between like $5 and $5.99 on Amazon. If the price is anything more than $5.99, that means that it is out of stock currently, and there is just another seller that's offering the book. I would just wait for a few days until it pops back up at $5.99 or below. Don't overpay for these books, because they will put them back in stock, I promise. Okay, so this is the book that will be used for the giveaway over in the Facebook group. I will not announce the giveaway until today is Friday. This video will probably go up on Saturday. I probably will not announce the giveaway until Monday over on the Facebook group. I'll probably give them a heads up, but we won't actually begin the entries for the giveaway until Monday. And that way it'll give you guys plenty of time to get over there if you want to participate, and give you guys a heads up too. All right. So let's jump in and have some fun. As you can tell, I'm still kind of congested, taking medicines. We'll see what happens. Yeah, fun times. All right, so this is the one I'm going to do, and I picked out just some colors that I liked between Cali Arts and, oh, I have a Bianno, and Hoo Hoo Heroes, I think, is mixed in here also. Yep, Hoo Hoo Hero. So I've got Hoo Hoo Hero, Cali Arts, and Biannos. As you see, they are the exact same markers. They're just different companies. The markers look exactly the same, and the numbering system is the same between all the markers. I recently combined all my markers together in like different types of groups of how I would use them. So I have one big bag that is full of Cali Arts, Hoo Hoo Heroes, and Biannos together. Since they all have the same numbers, I just went ahead and took them out of their cases and put them in a big case. So that's why they're all kind of mixed up a little bit. And I may be crazy, but I'm going to try to get a little bit of blending going on again. I know I murdered the poor tiger the other day, but then Deb had to show me up and do a beautiful blend on that same picture. Someone else, I can't remember the name. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But just recently posted their picture over in the Facebook group, and they got their blend on real well too. So now I'm going, okay, it's possible. What is my problem? So yeah. And then Deb just did a picture out of Zany Birds, and I swear you would think it was done with pencils and blending solutions and all kinds of things. It's gorgeous, but she just went straight in with markers and did some serious blending. She did a great job over there. So yeah, we're going to see what happens. I've apparently have got to put some serious work into my blending skills. They are lacking. Okay, so the pictures, the colors I chose, and like I said, if you've got the Hoo Hoo Heroes, the Biannos, or the Cali Arts, they're all going to be the same, so it doesn't matter which brand. I pulled B635 Forest Green, B815 Mint Green Light, and B714 Turquoise Green Light. And those are my blue-green colors. And then for my pinks, I pulled out R607 Vivid Pink, R304 Pastel Rose, and R302 Fruit Pink. And maybe, I don't know, these colors may be too far off from each other to do any kinds of real blends. I don't know. We'll see. And I'll probably do some straight coloring here too. I mean, I just have some fun, right? That's what it's all about. Okie dokie. So I'm going to zoom us in. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to use the Vivid Pink. And I'm going to start just right here in the center. Here. And I don't think I'll do any blends. Well, maybe I should. Bad choice, Donna, bad choice. I'm not, this cold medicine and stuff that I'm taking is just, it's something. Hopefully the others will look better. I was not even thinking. I was thinking that this was the part I was not going to blend. But, my goodness. Some days I'm thinking, yeah, maybe you should just give the whole channel up because I'm starting to feel bad. You know, I'm always telling you guys, don't compare your work to other people's work. But that's like exactly what I'm finding myself doing lately. It's crazy. I say, don't compare your work. And then I sit and compare my work. Let's see. Something's rubbing the side of my desk over there. Do you guys hear it? I'm moving and I can hear it rubbing around. I don't know what it is. That's gonna drive me nuts. I may have to figure out what that is. I don't know that I like this lightest color mixed in there or not. Hold on, let me see if I can, let's see if that gets rid of that noise, because that was going to drive me batty. Excuse me. So Bradley's UTI seems to be doing a lot better. He's eating okay now, I suppose. But the other night he started acting like he was having back problems, and that scared us pretty bad. If you guys are at all familiar with dachshunds, you know that their backs are very fragile. And, you know, he's 12 now almost, so within days he'll be 12. And he just started acting like he wasn't going to, you know, step up on anything, and it was kind of spooky. I did some research and found out that dogs can be given meloxicam, which is an anti-inflammatory NSAID. They should not be given like ibuprofen or anything like that, but I found out they could take meloxicam, and Gary takes meloxicam. So we started him on meloxicam the other night just to see, and it seems to be helping a good bit. He is walking a little better. So we don't know if there was a back injury, and he, you know, we just brought some of the swelling down, and that's what's going on, or if maybe it's just arthritis that's starting to seriously catch up with him, you know, because of his age. It could truly be either. And so hopefully this will work at least somewhat and give him some relief, and we'll be able to tell a little more. But we knew if we took him to the vet, what the first thing they were going to do is, yeah, they may have took x-rays, but regardless of what the x-rays showed, the very first treatment was going to be anti-inflammatories, because they will try to bring down the inflammation and see if discs will kind of go back to where they're supposed to be when the inflammation goes down, before they just immediately entertain the idea of surgery. So that was something that we could kind of do here at home. So that's what we started him on, and it seems to be helping a little. So we're gonna, you know, stay the course with that for a few days and see. And if it does turn out to be arthritis, you know, or even basically at this point, if it continues to really seem like it's helping and he's getting around really well, I think I'm going to talk to the vet about keeping him on meloxicam, because he's had 2 broken legs in his little bitty lifetime, and 2 different legs, and broken bones tend to turn into arthritis as we age. So he's probably at about the right time to start having issues with arthritis anyway, especially in areas where he's had broken bones. So it might be a good time to talk to the vet about going ahead and putting him on a anti-inflammatory that he'll take like daily for the rest of his life. So, yeah, if this continues to do well, that's probably what I'm going to call the vet and talk to them about. And I had been noticing some mobility issues and had actually been talking to Gary a little bit about them. And I don't think he was taking me very seriously. It was more of a, well, he's an older dog. But then when he started acting like this last night, or a couple nights ago, refusing to put his weight down on that leg to like step up into a door stoop or anything, that's when Gary was like, oh, there's a problem. And I'm thinking, yeah, I've been telling you that for a while. But he sees that now, and that's something we need to address. So that's getting addressed, and hopefully everything will be fine. But that was my big scare with him, and he's still not out of the woods. It really could be a back situation, and we've brought down some inflammation, and it's making it feel better. So, I mean, we're just going to kind of have to wait and see. I'm making him take it easy, you know, but dachshunds' backs can go bad really fast and in a hurry, and can be life-threatening, where even like surgeries don't help, and it can get bad. Bradley's mother's back went out when I believe she was 5, and she had to be put down. They were having to like expel her bladder and everything, because she was completely paralyzed, and it was bad. I actually had a dachshund named Bandit who the same thing happened to, but he did live. And I did have to find a new home for him with someone that had experience in rehabbing dachshunds with back injuries. But he was, the last I knew, he was doing really well. He was in a cart sometimes, but could stand on his own a little. But, that broke my heart to have to find a new home for him. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. But, yeah, so statistically speaking, if they're going to have a big back blowout, that happens generally before the age of 7. So I always assumed that Bradley was going to be okay. But, even with old age, things start to happen, and that could be something that happens. So kind of having to prepare myself in case, just in case. And that's scary. I love my puppy Love. He's my baby. And when something's wrong with him, I get very worried. But it was funny because, well, not really funny. We were very upset, but Gary was really getting upset the other night. And, I'm trying to stay somewhat calm. But, I think that's when I realized that Gary really does care a lot for Bradley. Even if he has always kind of acted like he didn't. And, he was actually the breeder. He was Bradley's mother's owner, and they had some dachshunds that they bred for several years, and that is how I originally got Bradley. So, yeah, in the midst of all this, I'd always said when something happened to Bradley, I want another dachshund. I think dachshunds are amazing little dogs. I love them so much. And Gary had always told me no, he didn't want to deal with dachshunds again. And when this happened the other night, in the midst of me trying to figure out what he could take and what we could do and, all of this, Gary announces, this is why I said when something happens to Bradley, you will never get another dachshund. He's like, I went through this with Molly, that's Bradley's mom, and it damn near broke my heart, and I'm not doing this anymore. He's like, this is it, no more dachshunds. So, we'll see. He's like, you can have any hound dog breed you want, but not a dachshund. We had kind of discussed in the future, if anything were to ever happen to Bradley, maybe getting a beagle. Gary also has experience with beagles. He did breed beagles and dachshunds for a while. And his breeding dachshunds actually went to a friend of his who was also breeding beagles, because Gary just couldn't do it anymore. He was going to get completely out of breeding. And I know a lot of you probably have, you know, very negative feelings about breeding. But, and I do love rescues. Don't get me wrong. I wanted a dachshund for specific reasons for myself. At the time I got Bradley, Bradley was the first true purebred dog I had ever owned. And as far as the beagles, like the ones that Gary was breeding, they were hunting dog stock. That's what they were. And there's certain traits that are bred in through bloodlines with your hunters. And it's just really, if you're a serious hunter and want a dog for those purposes, it's generally a good idea to go with hunting stock with a breeder who really specializes in that. So, I mean, I know there's a lot of negativity when it comes to dog breeding, and there is so many dogs out there who need homes, and I'm all about rescues. Don't get me wrong, I am. And I wouldn't have a problem, you know, getting a rescue if I were to find something, but I can't have a larger dog, at least not until we're in our place and not mother-in-law's place. You know, we're here to help take care of her, but at the end of the day, this is her house, and she does not want, she does not, under any circumstances, want, mine went blank. She does not want a large-sized dog in the house. She claims she doesn't want any dog in the house, but sorry, Charlie. That's just not the way I roll. Which really doesn't make any sense, because when we moved in here, she had allowed my niece, who was staying here for a while because of a divorce, you know, my niece stayed until she was able to find a place after the divorce, and then she moved out, and that's when we moved in to help. But she had two, was it two? Two very large dogs. She had Husky German Shepherd mixes, okay, long-haired dogs that had taken over the Florida room completely. That room could not even truly be lived in. When Gary and I moved in, the carpet had to be pulled out. It was bad. Hair was everywhere. So a lot of times, if she'll get, you know, Gary's mom will get kind of snippy about dog or whatever, and Gary will remind her that this, you know, that whole part of the house was basically a dog kennel. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm just laying down color here, so if you guys are kind of watching or whatever, don't judge me. I've been kind of wanting to try this out a little bit more on this paper, and it just seemed like a good opportunity. I like the way these are turning out better than this turned out. So I'm trying to make sure I'm staying in frame also. So for you mothers out there, I hope you have a very happy Mother's Day. And for those of you with moms that are still with you, you know, spend that time with your mom. Enjoy your mom. If you don't live close by, call your mom. You know, something. Celebrate her. And for those of you who don't have your mother here on earth with you anymore, you're in my thoughts and you're in my prayers. I know it's got to be a very difficult time. My mother is 81, and I don't know where I'm going to be when I lose her, and I know that that's probably not all that far off, and that terrifies me. I know without a doubt my mom is my biggest fan. Always. She always has been, and she always will be. And I love her so, so much. So I don't really know what the plans are for us for Mother's Day yet. I know Gary will be spending some time with his mom. I'll be spending some time with my mom. How we're going to accommodate that this year, I don't know. He is off that day, which sometimes that in itself is a problem when you're on, 24/48 rotating shifts. So he is off, so that's a good thing. I don't know if we'll spend kind of half the day here, half the day there. I don't know. I don't know yet. We're going to have to discuss that and figure that out pretty quickly. I won't be seeing Jordan, of course, because Jordan's in Iraq. And I don't know, honestly, yet what Michael's full status will be on Sunday. So I'm hoping I'll at least get to see Michael. With any luck, I'll get to talk to Jordan at least. I love him. I miss him. His 22nd birthday is the 17th. So, yeah. Proud of that booger. I got him a birthday card in the mail. I really, really hope it makes it in time. It takes a long time for mail to get to those guys over there. And I'm afraid I may have mailed it a little late. And so, I'm a little concerned. But I'm hopeful. Hopefully it'll make it to him without any problems, and on or before his birthday would be super. Gary has been working on a shed that he took over to my dad's to set up. My dad has an old trailer that he had kind of converted into storage, and that's where his tools and things have been for many, many, many years. Pretty much as long as I can remember back. But that trailer is breaking down. It's falling apart. And Gary's friend was hired to take down a barn. And Gary went and helped him. And inside the barn was like an 8x10 or 8x12 shed. And it just did not have a roof because it was, of course, in the barn. And it needed some siding that, it was enclosed. It was built well. It had a door, the whole 9 yards. And it was like, this would be perfect for a shed. So instead of tearing that part down, they left that intact. And we took it over to my parents and we set it up there. And so Gary's putting a roof on it, and he'll put siding. So it'll be a nice storage shed, and then my dad can start getting all of those tools moved out of that old camper. And once he gets that done, Gary's friend does all kinds of work. He was a firefighter. He just recently retired, but he was always like a general contractor on the side. And that was kind of where he made his money. And he did firefighting basically for the benefits. Lots of firefighters do that. And firefighting doesn't pay that much, y'all, just in case you didn't know. But at any rate, he will be coming over and helping my dad by taking down that camper once my dad gets those tools and stuff moved over. So that'll be good. This has been something that's needed done for a very long time over there. And it was just perfect when this came along. You know, Gary's trying to build a pole barn at the property that he purchased a while back, a couple years back, so he can have something to start storing stuff in. And he went over and helped his friend in exchange for whatever good lumber and things could be taken out of that. And that shed thing, building, whatever that was inside that, we're calling it a shed. I think it was built to be a building, but it stands alone great as a shed. Happened to be there, and they were like, yeah, I hate to tear that down, you know, when it could be moved as a solid piece. And, you know, it has its walls and its flooring and everything, and the only thing it needed was a roof put on and some siding. So, yeah. We decided to do that. That's how we roll here. You know, repurpose, repurpose, repurpose. So that'll be neat to get that done. As you guys can see, I kind of gave up on my 3-color blend there. I just started going back into 2 colors. I can work a lot better, I think, with 2. When I start putting in 3, I start getting, I don't know, nervous, and it all starts going sideways. So I'm still debating if I want to go back and try to do something with this. Make it look a little different. If I do, it'll be off camera. I won't do that on camera. But it'll be in my end-of-month videos. So, I mean, you guys can see it there. But that's really all that's been going on the past couple days here. And that's a lot, really. Between moving these things and Bradley's back wanting to act like it was going to act up or arthritis or, you know, whatever it is going on with that. But nothing too exciting the past few days. My mother-in-law did decide that she wants to have back surgery in August. She has an orthopedic that swears he can get her off her cane within 2 weeks after surgery. I don't know. Gary and I kind of think she's got a case of getting old. But, I mean, this doctor seems to think he can defeat that. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know that I would risk back surgery at her age. But she, you know, she got around so well for all those years. And I think she kind of has it in her head that there's some kind of a cure for what's going on with her. And there really isn't, truly. Okay, I've got to decide if I want to stay within these 2. I think I'm going to. And just do 2 color blends here also instead of 3. I wasn't doing too well with the 3rd. So what have you guys all been up to? It seems like everyone has been enjoying this month's color along, at least over in the group. I think this has definitely been the most active I've seen. A lot of people, and they're doing, you know, the Spark books. And if you don't have a Spark, I mean, if you don't have the Dover Spark books, by all means, use any Dover book, even if it's Creative Haven. You know, don't feel like it has to be Spark, because it doesn't. have you guys been watching Lisa's videos for this month? I am going to have to be honest and tell you guys that I have not, and that's nothing against Lisa. I've got to get over there and watch her videos. It's just, I honestly have not sat down and watched any color tube in a while, and I need to, but I have gotten myself into some TV shows, and I've kind of been binge watching those, and that's kind of taken away from my color tube time. And I have been trying to get other things accomplished that I've wanted, you know, to work on for a while. So I've been trying to do some of that too. And there just doesn't seem to be enough hours in any day for me. I need more hours. By the time, it seems like today, for instance, I got up this morning, I got some things done that needed to be done, and I had finally kind of settled in, and I thought, okay, I'm going to do a couple mandalas, and I ended up looking at the clock, and it was like, it was after 1 o'clock already, and I still needed to go buy the grocery and the grocery store, and I had not done that. And there it was after 1 o'clock. And I'm telling you, that may not seem terrible to some people, but in this county now, you know, I live kind of out in the boonies, okay? But there's also no stores or anything here. The area of the county, this is what I'm always referring to as the last holdout of our county, that's just kind of not grown. It will eventually. But when you get in there to like this city area where all the stores and things are, it's crazy. It's crazy busy. For a long time, I don't know where it ranks now, but for a very long time, our county ranked as the fastest growing in the nation. It was crazy, insane how much growth there was. And there is way too many people in this county. And from about lunchtime on for the rest of the day, the traffic is horrible. Generally, I try not to go out early in the mornings because that's when people are going to work and that's when the school buses are running. But by the time those school buses are done, that's when I like to get my errands ran, and I like to be home before lunchtime. That's what I prefer. So when I looked and realized that it was after 1 o'clock, I debated not even going to the grocery store until tomorrow. Really did. But the idea that I might want to eat today kind of won out over that idea. And I went to the grocery store. So and the traffic wasn't as bad as it could have been. So I was thankful for that, especially with it being a Friday, because the one thing that I've noticed is that, you know, even going in the mornings is not necessarily a great thing on Sundays. It is crazy to try to move yourself around in here in this county. It really is. So, yeah. Trying to see this. I'm going to go with this lighter color for a little while, and I'm going to see what it'll do, but I'm afraid it's going to be too much of a color difference here, but I'm going to try. But it seemed like those two were almost too similar. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to need that third color to blend, right? Yep, it's going to need that third color to do the blend, because this is just not going to work. A little bit too different. So we'll just have to kind of work with it. So I ran out and got that done, and picked up some food. So it'll be nice to be able to eat tonight. And I got some bills paid this morning that were getting close to overdue. I don't know where these bills keep coming from. I mean, I really don't get it. I think, my goodness, I just paid you. And then it's like, there it sits again. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. Do any of you have like a fear of opening up a bill? Like especially a credit card bill? I do. You know, I'm always terrified to open it because I'm always thinking, did I overspend? I'm always afraid to look. And I don't know why that is. It's just, it's a weird phobia, and that's why I tend to procrastinate about paying the bills until I know that, you know, if I don't pay this bill, there's going to be some serious consequences. So then I'm like, yeah, maybe I should get this paid. Because, you know, I don't want to pay late fees. That makes it, you know, even worse. So, procrastination. I have really enjoyed coloring mandalas, and you know, I didn't like them for so long, and then I kind of sat down and did some because I really liked the look of, I think it was Broken Circles maybe by Tabitha Barnett, and I was like, those are cute. I did some of those, and then I did some broken mandalas and tried that, and I liked that. And that got me doing mandalas again. So I just had a conversation with an artist that I have never featured before, and he is sending me 3 of his coloring books for review. I'm not gonna spoil it and tell you who he is, not gonna do that, but the books should be here. It says between May 20th and May 22nd. It's not too awful far away. And I'll do a full review of the books and flip throughs, and we'll do some color alongs with that. And maybe, I'm very intrigued, and I can't wait to see his work in person, and I hope you guys will like it also, and maybe we'll have a new artist that we all will be enjoying. I mean, some of you may have already heard of him already. I had not. It was completely new to me. So we'll see. But I love, 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 love finding these things. You know, finding artists that I wasn't aware of or whatever, that I can really enjoy their art. It's so much fun. My hands are getting tired already. I forgot to put my thing back on my finger, and my finger is actually getting inflamed again. So I kind of promised myself I was not going to color without it, because I did do some coloring with gel pens over the few days without it, and it started getting inflamed again. So I broke my promise to myself, and now I'm suffering for it. I gotta put that back on and keep it on when I'm coloring. I'm not sure what I'm going to do the rest of the day. Once I finish up with the video, I know I'm going to eat something because I haven't eaten all day, and I'm actually getting very hungry. It's probably after 3 o'clock here now. And my belly wants to eat. And I know that I should not be starving myself, kind of thing. But this isn't about, I mean, the fact that I didn't eat wasn't about weight loss, to be honest. It was more about looking at the clock and realizing it was after 1 and I hadn't eaten. And knowing that I needed to go to the grocery store and everything else. And then when I got home, I was like, well, I want to make the video first. Okay. Here I go, getting quiet. We must be at the 30-minute mark. Oh, 46 minutes. That's why I've run out of things to say. It seems to have gotten, you know, I can pretty much hold my own for that first 30 or 40 minutes, and then it's like, whoop. Okay, you guys see what I got going on right here. I am going to take a break for just a few minutes, and I may work on this a little off camera and then come back, but it'll just be, you know, the part that I've been working on here. And then we'll come back and finish this up. Okay, I will be right back, guys. Okay, I am back. So I didn't just keep bubbling. I went ahead and just finished these up around the side. Okay, and I did kind of work on these just a tiny bit, you know, just a little. Okay, so we are back. And I don't know, I can't decide what color I want to do these around here quite yet. Trying to decide on that. And I'm probably not going to color in all the inside of the mandala. That's a lot of ink. If I feel like it needs something, I'll probably go back later with maybe some Pebbles chalk or something. I don't know. But it would take a very long time to do that too. Part of me wants to save on ink, and then another part of me is like, go for it. Okay. So if you guys haven't been following Lisa over on Lisa's Coloring Corner, go over and visit her, say hi, watch her videos for Dive into Dover Spark. There's a link down in my description of this video that will take you directly to her YouTube channel. So it's a easy one-click for you, and it will get you there. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And I hope you've enjoyed being here. I'm just real, and I just ramble. So that's what I do. And I'm thinking very seriously about just going in with this deeper pink color on these. Maybe that'll be okay. And that's the really cool thing about mandala, is that, you know, you don't have to stress so much over what color you think is going to look best, because, you know, truly, you can throw colors down on a mandala in just about any combination, and they look great in mandala. You can add as many colors as you like. You can use as limited of a palette as you like. It just seems to work no matter what you do with it. That's the beauty of mandala. That's why I will reach for mandalas when I'm stressed out, just for stress relief. And, you know, just straight color away. If you want to get fancy with mandalas, you can, and do all kinds of blending options and things like that. And it all works out really well with mandalas. So that's why I like them so much. And these spark mandalas are really good for, you know, beginners. I don't even like the mandalas that have the super teeny tiny ones, you know, intricate details. I'm not really into those myself. But these are really neat. There's some that's really simple. There's some that's a little more intricate. But you can kind of make these into whatever you want them to be. You know, whatever suits your coloring style or your mood. And, you know, you can color in any medium, really, that you want. You could use crayons, markers, pencils, pastels, gelatos, Neo 2s. Yeah, the possibilities are just endless with these. Gel pens. I can't believe that I forgot to say that one, like right up at the top. I love my gel pens. Okay. All right, finish this little area up right here. All right, and that is where I'm going to stop. Okay, I went to zoom out and I actually paused the video. So this is where I'm going to stop for right now. And I may go back in and add a little something in these open spots. I don't know. I may not. But I think it looks really cute just the way it is. And, you know, it just shows you that you can just throw things down and you can make something out of, you know, just blank space and make it beautiful and pop with color. So thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed the flip through of the book. I hope you've enjoyed just listening to me chit chat a little bit. And give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would absolutely love to have you here. I'm always trying to come up with new ideas. I've got, like I said, a new artist that I'm going to be introducing in the next couple weeks, which will be lots of fun. I don't want you to miss that. Visit Lisa, enjoy her videos, hop over on the Facebook group. We have a lot of fun over there. I will be listing a giveaway for the other Mandala Spark book on Monday on the group. And so, yeah, until next time, guys, peace, love, and happy coloring. Bye, guys.